Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
I'm Glennon Doyle, author of Untamed and host of the podcast We Can Do Hard Things. Each week, we talk openly and honestly about the hard things in life together with you. So join us and some of our dearest friends and greatest heroes to talk about anxiety, boundaries, parenting, infidelity, our bodies, loving and losing, all of the things that make us human. Listen to and follow We Can Do Hard Things on Odyssey and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. Today we toast the employees of Canfora Bakery in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, last month, someone broke into the bakery. They stole a bunch of cash. They stole a bunch of equipment from them. Now, the bakery, good news, they have a surveillance system, and sure enough, cameras got a few decent shots of the guy, but the cops couldn't identify him. So in the end, it's no help at all. But last week, they finally got frustrated by the lack of progress, so the fakes at the bakery, they decided to spread the picture around by doing what they do best. Did they give it to media outlets? No. Did they make flyers and staple them to utility poles? Of course not. They did what they do. They put his picture onto sugar cookies and then gave out the cookies for free. So I go to your bakery, you're like, yeah, we'll give you this loaf of bread. Please take a free sugar cookie. I say, hey, who are you honoring? They said, this is the guy that robbed our place. If you recognize him, let us know. Well, guess what? It worked. Someone ended up identifying the guy like, oh, that's Dave. Then they ate his face and alerted the police. Now police know who he is and are currently tracking him down.
That's amazing that they can do that. And I know you had a cake and you ate your dad's face one time.
No, I did his eyeball, and I can't. But it's still, I can't do it again. Man.
I always look at that and go, "That is amazing." I know it's probably pretty simple, but it's still like I look at it, I'm like, "That's crazy."
It was the first time we had done it. It was my dad's birthday. Yeah, it was his birthday. We were visiting somewhere else, but anyway. A bunch of families there. They break out the cake, and it's cool. Real good picture of my dad, but it's the entire top of the cake. We're all kind of amazed by it. This was probably 10, 12 years ago. And then we pull out the knife to cut it, and I'm like, honestly, man, I feel kind of weird, like cutting through your face. You know, I don't harbor any aggression towards you, but... So I started cutting up the cake. That was weird. But the piece I got, as my mom is now doling out pieces of the cake, the one I have has his single eyeball just staring up at me. And to this day, I just remember looking down like, cake was delicious. Yeah. I decided to eat my father's face.
For KISW's 50th anniversary birthday celebration, Pearl Jam sent a bunch of boxes of cupcakes up to the radio station, which is great because we're the only ones here.
That worked in our favor.
But the logos, I mean, they were perfect. Like, I almost didn't, they were so good you had to eat them.
Right.
I almost didn't want to eat them. I just wanted to sit there and look at them. Like, it's just crazy.
I chose to do both. Like, look at that. It's going to be delicious.
I took a photo and ate them.
Ted did it right.
Yeah, right. I was like, these are awesome. I want to remember this forever. And let's eat them.
So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
The men's room presents Profile This.
And Steve at Thrill Hill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes a story a story. Hello, Dave. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Dave.
Drew.
Hello, Drew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, what's up? Hola.
What up, Drew? I just saw the first D. I'm like, it's going to be Dave to me. All right, Drew. You understand how this here game is played?
Sort of.
All right. Well, I'm going to offer you one of three categories of stories. I will read you that story, and then at the end of the story, you're going to have multiple choice for what you think the answer will be to a question I'll ask you after reading. But your three categories are, one is the wonderful world of drugs. Second category is called bite me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? And the third and final category is interior decorating. And it's not like HGTV. In interior decorating, you guess the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go with interior decorating.
Let's.
My man. Yeah. Hi there, Drew. You may or may not regret picking this category, but here is your story. A 30-year-old man's operation in a hospital in India took what they call an absurd turn when the doctors performing the surgery found something unexpected stuck inside the patient's urinary bladder. Now, the patient visited the hospital with severe abdominal pain, and he claimed that he had ingested something by mistake. But when the doctors examined his poop and conducted an endoscopy, well, it came back with no results. So the doctors are now confused. Then they conducted an x-ray while the patient was still in surgery to find the cause of the stomach pain. Well, the x-ray revealed the object was not in his gastrointestinal tract, where things usually end up if you accidentally eat them, but in fact, in his urinary bladder. In other words, he placed something into the urethra of his penis. Now, the operation took place at a undisclosed location, but eventually the object that had been inserted, into that place finally got removed. Now, the lead surgeon said, quote, he told us that he had consumed the object through his mouth when, in fact, he had inserted the object through his penis. I've been conducting surgeries for 25 years, but this is the first time that such a case happened on the operating table. Now, according to the doctor, the patient had a fondness for inserting things through his penis. It's a form of sexual pleasure. This time around, apparently he took it too far. Now, the question is, what did he decide to put in that very special place? Was it a Q-tip, a pen cap, a phone charger, or tweezers? So Q-tip, pen cap, phone charger, or tweezers. One of those things ended up inside of him.
Man, this is tough. I'm going to say the tweezers.
Well, tweezers. Wow. Right.
I'm going to go tweezers with you, Drew.
All right.
I'm learning a lot about both of you.
Well, why not?
Hey, it's a phone charger.
Phone charger.
phone
for
charger?
10?
Yeah.
We all going to stick with these final answers?
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to find out what he put up his urethra there. Was it a Q-tip, a pen cap, a phone charger, or tweezers next?
That was a tease.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
A burst pipe at 3 a.m. is a bad way to start the day. A cold shower in November isn't invigorating. So before you start freaking, call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is just one call away 24 hours a day. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Back to the conversation. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Category interior decorating on profile. This 30-year-old man in India, he was in for surgery. He said something was wrong with his stomach, having something, maybe swallowed something, who knows?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, it turns out doctors found something in his urinary bladder, which he basically inserted through his urethra.
Or
And
he
it
eats
was,
with his penis.
It was removed successfully by the surgeons. Question is, what did he jam up inside of himself? Q-tip, pin cap, phone charger, or tweezers?
And Drew, that is the very question now we posed to you. Now, you were real quick out of the gate. You said tweezers. Our very own Miles Montgomery agreed with you on tweezers. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry to say that. I'm glad it wasn't tweezers. D-Ted Smith, you went with the phone charger. It seems awfully bizarre to me.
That's what you would do.
Yeah.
You go tweezers, you go phone charger. Attention, you charge my phone and just stick it down your pants.
Dude, out of the four options on this, if they said you got to do one, I would take Q-tip, I think. Right? Q-tip, pen cap. Pen cap?
Yeah.
Man,
it's smaller than a Q. It's not as long as a Q-tip.
It's not as long as a Q-tip, but a Q-tip is narrower. I feel like I'm going for width more than length as far as my comfort level here.
Good times. Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted. All right, your choices today. You got Seth Meyers.
All right.
The Jimmys.
Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel.
James Corden.
James.
I don't know. I just almost said Craig Ferguson.
Corden.
Craig Ferguson hasn't hosted that show in...
Craig Ferguson.
I miss Craig Ferguson, man. I thought he was hilarious.
I know, and his puppets.
Yes.
Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
Yes, it's right there in the title. All these guys are teams of talent providers who help them come up with the monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom? Or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Starbucks is launching the Funnel Cake Frappuccino. It has as many calories as a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. It's a blend of whipped cream, strawberry puree with funnel cake pieces in it. If you want one, just walk up and say, I'll have the Venti Diabete.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon.
Yeah, it's Fallon.
Starbucks is launching the Strawberry Funnel Cake Frappuccino. It has as many calories as a double cheeseburger at McDonald's. It's a blend of strawberry puree and whipped cream with funnel cake pieces and powdered sugar.
If you want one, just walk in and say, Venti Diabete.
I got one of those yesterday.
I could tell.
Well, I rolled into Starbucks. I always get the same thing, and the chick behind the counter goes, look, we got a new one today. So what is it? I couldn't remember, but that's what it was. So I said, yeah, hook me up. It's fine. I had to go back to my old one, but yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, guys, I don't know if Mike paid attention. I was like, oh, look, he's got strawberry or something red in there.
Yeah, she said, you want to try it? I said, sure. I'm that easy when I go in.
I love funnel cakes. I don't know if it needs to be a milkshake. Kentucky Derby winner Medina Spirit was not the only horse on drugs at Kentucky Derby, as today it has been revealed that BoJack Horseman was there as well.
Ted Smith.
Yeah, Ted Smith.
Yeah. BoJack not canceled yet. McDonald's released McCafe cups this year that include vaccination information and federal health slogans to help promote vaccine confidence. Something like, what are you worried about? You eat here.
Seth Meyers.
McDonald's will release new McCafe cups later this year that include vaccination information and federal health slogans to promote vaccine confidence. Something like, what are you worried about? You eat here.
In Italy, a nurse accidentally gave a patient 6 doses of the Pfizer vaccine in one shot. I think in Italy that's called family style.
Fallon?
Ted Smith.
Fallon.
Meanwhile, over in Italy, a nurse accidentally gave a woman 6 doses of the Pfizer vaccine in one shot. I think in Italy they call that family style. And
Jeff Bezos has quite the project going on. The founder of Amazon is reported to be building a $500 million super yacht that is so big that the Suez Canal can get stuck in it.
Kimmel.
Fallon.
Kimmel.
Jeff Bezos has quite a project going. The founder of Amazon is reported to be building a $500 million super yacht that is so big the Suez Canal would get stuck in it.
First time I've ever been perfect.
Really? I did 2 out of 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never happened. Till today. It's going to be a good day.
He says it 5:37.
It's going to be a great day.
Today is going to be a hell of a day. Let's see. Ellen DeGeneres, she's ending her talk show next year.
Now, I'll never get the chance to see it. I've never seen an episode of her show.
Yeah, I mean, look, she said, she had some line. She said it doesn't... I'm
moving on to other things.
It's not exciting anymore. Here's the bottom line. Her contract's up. The show will end in 2022 with her contract ending. She also lost viewership dropped by 1.1 million people this season. So basically, she used to have 2.5. She has 1.5 million now.
Yeah.
I know. Everybody, we heard about all the Ellen stuff that happened. Like, what was it? It was Three people came out, and then the BuzzFeed did a news story where they interviewed 36 ex-staffers. All of them remained nameless and were like, yeah, she's not
terrible to work with. They all came out of the woodworking today again and said the same thing. Like, good. Yeah. It wasn't like cancer culture either. It was basically like, look, she built this culture herself. Like, this is her. This is the bed you made.
She's fine. She's worth millions upon millions of dollars.
I will stand alone.
I was saying that on the Megacast today, new episode out. I was like, look, like, I don't care for Ellen. Like, I'm not shocked that she's leaving because plus her contract's up. But also, like, don't feel bad for Ellen.
No,
she's made bank over the years. She did great things in TV. Very funny comedian. Established this and that.
She'll still have her game of games, all that kind of stuff.
Right. As I say, like, she's going to be on TV. If anything, she'll show up on another late night talk show on a HBO or HBO Max or something like that.
I just can't. Every time I see a new story come out with her, I don't even read the headline anymore. I'm like, just what is going on with your face? I mean, I hate to be that. I'm just like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's just, it looks different every time.
Yeah, I don't know. Ellen just bugs me to no end.
Has she always bugged you?
No.
Just after the stuff?
Like, I think I was saying it back in the office earlier today. Just like, when your whole, look, there's things that Jimmy Fallon or Seth Meyers will do or Kimmel, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care for it. But their shtick is they host a late night show.
Sure.
Her basic shtick on that show was, I'm the nicest person in the world.
Well, I guess that's you don't hear people bitching about Fallon or Kimmel or,
But also, like, they weren't trying to be everybody's friends. Like, you hear stories of Fallon when people run into him, and it's like, he sounds like a decent dude that they enjoys a drink.
Yeah.
I guess for Ellen, like, that's my thing, too, when people are always trying to, like, it's just like, why? Like, and I get it, to make money.
Right.
But you kind of get away with that for years. It's like, that's just a personal thing.
Sure.
I'm a kind person. I care about people. So, like, for her, I'm just like, just go away.
And it's not just the people she's worked with. It's the people that have had run-ins with her. It's wait staff at restaurants. It's people at hotels. It's people who have been assistants who've worked in their home. Who've done all these things. It's not just
just anyone in proximity.
It goes beyond the job. It's like she's just not nice.
Right. And look, I get it. We all do it from time to time, right? I have walked into an office before of somebody in a building I used to live in and said, hey, I was just in a bad mood yesterday. I know I sent you a text back apologizing, but I want to look you in the eye and apologize.
Sure.
You don't have to. Like, right. Like, or call out a friend and be like, you're being a complete a-hole right now to that person. And I know we're running late. But like, that dude's he's working the door. So I'm just saying, for somebody like Ellen, it just bugs me to know, like, all right. You know what I mean? That's one good thing about, like, athletes sometimes I like. It's like, look, they got to go out there and produce in the sport. You don't got to like them.
Well, even, if someone said, I met you Dave Young Clun, he wasn't nice. Like, you know what he does for a living? I don't want him to be nice. I don't want to meet a player on the Ravens and think they're not. And I'm sure they are. But, like, no. I don't want you to be nice. I want you to be hateful and hurtful and just want to beat the hell out of people.
I bet Justin Tucker's nice.
I bet you Justin Tucker's the meanest guy on the team. The kicker. I'll kill anybody.
Bring out that angry kicker.
Oh, he's the kicker.
Yeah, the kicker.
I was like, Justin Tucker. Yeah, yeah, right. I was like, right, that's just my point on her. So, like, it's not shocking, but also, like, today, like, she couldn't even just feel, like, just go away. It's not exciting or challenging enough for me anymore. Like,
sure.
Your contract's also ending.
That's
you
the big
lost
thing.
You lost half your viewing audience.
But more than that, your sponsorships, and that's the only thing the network cares about because that's where the money is, right? Look, I don't even pretend like I'm nice, so usually when people meet me, they think I'm nicer than they expected. That's the angle that Ellen needs to play. Like, you always pretend you're really, really nice, so to not be nice, and the moment someone meets you, all we know about you is that, as far as the aura goes, you're nice. Everyone who meets me thinks I'm going to be a raging a-hole. And sometimes I deliver, sometimes I don't. But generally, I'm not as bad as you thought I was going to be.
Right, and some of the stuff, too, is blown out of proportion. Like, Adam Sandler, like, he just didn't want to wait in an IHOP. And everybody's like,
he didn't want to wait 30 minutes.
Right.
He didn't say who he was. He didn't say, like, don't you know who I am? Or blah, blah. He's like,
he said, okay.
Yeah. Right, but that's what I'm saying, too. Like, it goes to the other side as well. Like, I don't think, like, I like Adam Sandler, but I don't think we got to prop him up because he wasn't an a-hole. Just because he can be. And in today's society, that's the problem. People that can be, like, you got a power position or this or that or money, you could be an a-hole.
You can be.
You don't have to be just because you can be.
Would you wait 30 minutes for IHOP?
No. No.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. Look, that's what I'm saying. It's great, but I'm just like, I'm shocked that was such a massive story. Like, right, you didn't want to wait 30 minutes.
There's stories about Arnold Palmer, all right? Same exact thing. Arnold Palmer has a restaurant in Palm Springs called Arnold Palmer's, all right? He would call to try to get a reservation, and they would say, hey, Arnie, or, whoever you are, we're booked tonight. We can't get in. And he'd say, okay, I understand. And he'd hang up the phone. And his wife would go, Arnie, it's your restaurant. Tell them who you are. And he's like, no, I'm not. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm doing. If people want to go eat there, they're there and it's busy, I'm not going to go in there making it an inconvenience for people.
And he invented one of the greatest drinks of all time.
Right.
What is in the Arnold Palmer?
Lemonade, half tea.
Right.
Add that shot of vodka, now you got a John Daly. If you're watching something today, watch Fallon. He'll have on Dave Chappelle, who's always very funny.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The best defense is a good offense. So before the sewer backs up into your home and wreaks havoc, stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is there for you when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A woman holds a fake funeral for her in-jail ex-boyfriend so that his mistress would think he's dead. Meanwhile, a Florida man who is a Patriots fan gets in a fight about Tom Brady and smacks his friend in the head. Mystery of missing fence posts solved as beavers stole them to build a dam. 28-year-old Florida woman pretends she's a high school student for more followers on the gram. And Florida designated driver, she takes her friends out so they can drink and drinks an entire bottle of Kentucky bourbon. It is time for your headline.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my call.
All right, our top story. We go to our friends in the Great White North, where someone placed a call about missing fence posts. Royal Canadian Mounted Police investigated the incident and tracked the whereabouts of the stolen fence post to the most Canadian of places, a beaver dam. It turns out one or two of the industrious creatures fenced the posts and used them to build a wall of their own.
Well, the guy called the Canadian Mounties and said, hey, someone's out here on my property stealing these fence posts, because he laid them down in the areas where he's going to go out and dig the holes and put them down, right?
Exactly.
And every day he'd go out there and put more down, and they kept disappearing.
They're lifted.
It's like, what the hell, man? Someone's coming and stealing these fence posts. And then you go and you look at the stream, and the stream is now a lake, because all the fence posts are strung across of it. They've already dammed the damn thing with the fence posts.
I'm glad that it was hit with the confusion that it deserved, though. Like, why are they stealing fence posts?
Right.
Like, I get wood's expensive right now, but really, come on.
I like that from the point of view of the beaver. It's like, yeah, I'm going to Home Depot, which is this guy's yard.
Oh, damn. These are really nice, man. They're all clean.
Another woman in Florida was arrested after she hit 3 parked cars while leaving the local bar. Her bumper car's routine was so destructive that by the time the police caught up to her, her engine compartment had caught fire.
Jesus.
They administered the test where she astoundingly blew twice the legal limit. The kicker of it all, yeah, she was the designated driver.
I don't think she knows what that means.
I'm driving.
Okay, fine. I'll roll the dice.
I'll take the hit tonight.
That is it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawkins out.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you next time. The return of Big Tummy and the head chef is back with Ted's Meat and Potatoes.
Yes, indeed. It is all true. But in the meantime, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.